Hi, my name's Tom, and in this video I'll be reviewing Tom Quayle's lesson package entitled Fusion Blues Playing Modern Licks for the Advancing Blues Player. You might have already seen my other review of one of Tom's video packages. I've got quite a few of them downloaded to my hard drive that I bought a while ago, but for one reason or another I haven't been able to work on them. But thankfully my time's opening up a bit and I've had time to get some proper practice done, and I've been going back to these packages, basically working my way through them, so I expect more reviews of these as I go. This is the one that I've been working on most recently. It is a digital download package just like the last one, so how it works is if you want to purchase this lesson you go to Tom's website on tomquayle.co.uk/lessons and scroll down, and this particular one's called Fusion Blues Playing, so that's the name of the series, and the specific lesson is Modern Licks for the Advancing Blues Player. So, just going from the package information, this lesson contains 4 fully transcribed solos of Tom's, 1 hour of full HD, so that's 1080p video. There is 480 available for slower computers. I think you just send them an email when you purchase the pack. MP3s with all the solos, all of Tom's solos on, and then 2 great backing tracks. It says 1 full speed and 1 slow. If you've ever bought any of Tom's other videos or watched any of his videos on YouTube, most of the backing tracks that he's jamming along to are ones that he features in his packages, so you know they're really good quality. A full-scale compendium, which I'll talk about in a minute, and a 28-page PDF booklet explaining each concept and lick in depth. So as you can probably tell from the title of this package, the demographic really is anyone who wants to improve their improvising and playing, single note playing over a blues backing track or in a blues context, so the 1-4-5 standard 12-bar blues progression. That was me when I bought this video lesson pack. My playing was basically Mixolydian or straight pentatonic over all the chords in a 12-bar blues, and I was getting really bored with not being able to make it sound interesting. And I'd seen some clips of a clinic that Tom did with Rick Graham, which I'm sure plenty of you have seen, where he talks about the 1-4 movement in a blues, and how to get some really interesting sounds with it. So I thought that this pack would be a good place to start to be getting more interesting sounds there. So that's who this is aimed towards, anyone who wants to improve their playing over a 12-bar blues. I personally thought it was great, and I'm going to sound like a broken record with a lot of these reviews because that's sort of the opinion I've got of most of these lesson packs I've downloaded. The quality of the content is extremely high. As it says on the website, you get an hour-long full HD video lesson which has got close-ups and full explanation within about what's going on. The quality is fantastic, especially on a bigger monitor. It looks really crisp. It's a really great way. I'm a big advocate of e-learning and learning from home. Not that there can ever be a substitute for having a proper teacher and some proper guidance, but I certainly think that the opportunities available today to learn online and learn in the comfort of your own home are fantastic, and this is a real all Tom's video lessons, and the video lessons I've got from Rick Graham as well, other lessons I've got from True Fire Jazz University, all websites like that. And the sort of pay-on-demand stuff, the content is consistently high, and in Tom's lessons especially so. I mean, if you're interested in Tom's playing, or if you're watching this video, you certainly know about his playing style and stuff. And the one thing I want to emphasize with these videos is that his teaching ability is almost as good as his playing is. It's really refreshing to have a guitar player do something that makes you sort of step back and go, what was that? And them being able to explain what they did and explain not only the technique behind it, how to execute it, but the theory as well, the sort of concepts behind it and how to implement them in your playing that way. So the 28-page booklet is largely to do with transcribing all the solos. So like I said at the start, there's 4 solos that are fully transcribed and then analysed, so Tom's explaining what's going on in each one, which is fantastic because the way I like to approach these things in this situation where it's this kind of layout is I listen to the solos and go, or scribble down like, what the hell was he doing there at like 30 seconds into the second one or whatever. And then when it comes to the analysis, you can work through and go, oh, he was doing this, and the cloud's open and everything's clear. On top of that, and this is the bit that I'm really excited by, or was really excited by when I first got it anyway, is the full-scale compendium. So if you've ever seen the, I think it's neck diagrams or, yeah, neck diagram software, basically you get like two A4 sheets with the scale shapes mapped on them for each scale that he talks about, which is really, really useful. So when you are practicing, you can just have that in front of you and follow along that way. The only downside to this, and it really, really isn't a downside, but to a lot of players it will be fine, is since I first started buying these videos and getting interested in Tom's playing, I've actually adopted the all-fourths tuning, as you've probably told by some of the videos I've posted about the tuning and some instruction and stuff. And all the neck diagrams and licks and stuff are in standard, which is fine because they're easy to adapt. So if you are a standard tuning player, don't be put off by the fact that Tom plays in all fourths, because all these lessons are in standard tuning. Of course, if you are like me, then you might have to do a bit of work just to make everything, you know, fit into place, but it's really not a big deal. So I thought this lesson package was fantastic. Everything included. I mean, there's a wealth of stuff in here. It's always nice when when you're putting money down for something that you don't get to hold in your hand, it's always nice to get a lot of content back. I know I was certainly reluctant to like buy MP3 albums. I just kept buying CDs for everything, ripped the CD and put the CD in a cupboard for ages until I realised that was really stupid. I should just buy MP3s. And I'm coming round to the whole thing, and things like this are helping me to do so, where you put in the money and then get a lot of data. At the moment I'm downloading Tom's latest video package, the Legato lesson 1, and it's sort of like 1.2 gig or something huge, so it's going to be like an hour of download, so you certainly feel like you've got something for your money, even if before you look at the content. So value wise, this lesson's $20, which is incredibly cheap compared to some of his other videos. I think the last lesson package I reviewed was $25. $20 works out around, currently works out at around £12.60, which is incredibly cheap. You get over an hour of video, and like I always do whenever I buy any instructional material, I equate it to what you would get from a one-to-one tutor. With my rates, you wouldn't even get a half-hour lesson one-to-one, and I'm just a regular guitar tutor. So it's certainly worth it. The fact that it's in full HD, it's really crisp, you can rewind and watch everything over and over again. It's a really well produced package. You are getting a bit of a bargain with this, I would say, for $20. So value wise, it's definitely worth it. So the verdict, not surprisingly, is very good. If this is an aspect of your playing that you've left overlooked, and it was for me, because the first thing I did when I first started playing guitar is I wanted to play like Yngwie Malmsteen, I wanted to play super fast all across the neck. Then I got into sort of the prog rock thing and the, you know, sort of more advanced side of playing, a more complex side of composition and things like that. And my playing in those capacities was, you know, getting okay, but I sort of skipped the whole blues stage, so all my sort of standard blues licks that I learnt just sounded super stale. I had no interesting things to do over a 12-bar blues, and in jam situations or bands I was playing in, I sort of fell short, and I sort of felt like I needed to go back and woodshed those things, get some ideas under my belt that I could bring out in my playing that would be exciting to me and exciting to the listener. And of all the packages I've looked at, this is probably the first one I would suggest going to if you want to improve your playing over a just standard 12-bar blues and just add some more excitement there. Everything's really well explained, really well laid out, great value for money. I can't recommend it anymore. So thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you found some use for this. If you do check out the lesson package and you enjoy it, then send a word of thanks to Tom's way, because I know he's got more of these rolling out. It'd be nice to, you know, for him to be getting the positive feedback that it's working. And let me know if you found this review useful, because I want to be doing some more of them. I basically want to spread the word about this stuff. Like I say, I'm really excited about things like this. It's a whole new way of learning that wasn't available sort of 5 years ago, and it's doing wonders for the guitar community, I think. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon.